Senior Washington correspondent Tara Merchiner is following the process and joins us now with tonight's top story. Tara?
Jenna, Democrats call Barrett's nomination an election season power grab. Republicans, meanwhile, defend the process, insisting there is nothing unconstitutional about confirming a new justice so close to the election.
Outside and inside the Supreme Court on day one of hearings.
Yes, Judge. I think this hearing is a sham.
With Democrats vowing to slow the confirmation process of Judge Amy Coney Barrett.
When the actual vote occurs in committee and on the floor, Democrats will not supply the quorum.
Republicans push ahead.
My Democratic colleagues will say this has never been done, and they're right in this regard. Nobody's, I think, has ever been confirmed in an election year past July. All I can say is that I feel that we're doing this constitutionally.
Barrett, who sat silent and behind a mask during opening statements, is a 48-year-old mother of 7, a devout pro-life Catholic, and a favorite among conservatives.
On any measure, Judge Barrett's credentials are impeccable.
But a target of the left.
President Trump has indicated he'd be perfectly happy to have a close election decided by a 6-3 conservative majority Supreme Court rather than by the votes of the American people.
The judge's faith under fire during previous confirmation hearings for Circuit Court judge.
The dogma lives loudly within you.
Clearly still at issue.
I and my colleagues will focus, Judge Barrett, on your legal writings, your opinions, your articles, your speeches as a law professor and judge. And I think when we do that, we will conclude the ways in which you may serve as a justice will do irreparable harm.
We don't have religious tests. This committee isn't in the business of deciding whether the dogma lives too loudly within someone.
So far, however, Democrats are focused on the upcoming court case on the Affordable Care Act, giving example after example of people who've benefited from it.
The stakes are extraordinarily high for the American people, both in the short term and for decades to come.
Rhode Island Senator Sheldon Whitehouse agreed with other members of his party, saying the confirmation of the judge is an attack against Obamacare.
The big secretive influences behind this unseemly rush see this nominee as a judicial torpedo they are firing at the ACA.
This afternoon, Barrett took center stage, talking about family, faith, and how her judicial philosophy mirrors that of the late Justice Antonin Scalia.
Justice Scalia taught me more than just law. He was devoted to his family, resolute in his beliefs, and fearless of criticism. And as I embarked on my own legal career, I resolved to maintain that same perspective.
Now the hearings are happening with voting already underway in many states. And as the country grapples with a pandemic, the hearings will resume in the morning. Jenna.